Boy's Kitchen, a fast recipe here, and of course a fast dish for each and every one of you to understand and acknowledge in no time. Got me a piece of beef here, yeah. I'm gonna make me some nice stewed beef, a fast stewed beef, folks. Unbelievable when the dish is done. Oh man, you bite your finger, you may want to make a bigger dish than mine, yeah. Now, I gotta tell you, this is the beef here. I'm gonna cut it up to nice bite-sized pieces. Got some onion, a piece of garlic here, and of course some salt and pepper. That's all about it, all right? And of course, a part of the co-star of this dish is brown sugar. That's all we need for this wonderful stewed beef. Fast and easy recipe. I show you the next step. I'm gonna cut this bad boy beef up, cut up the vegetables, and get everything ready. All right, got the meat, the beef all cut up nicely into nice bite sizes. And now I'm gonna show you the next step. At this time, I want to seasoning up this beef here because I'm gonna be sauteing this beef in the brown sugar. All right, I tell you ahead of time. Put some garlic, salt. Oh man, want to season this beef up a little bit. So when I caramelize it with the sugar, with the brown sugar, it's gonna kind of seal all that seasoning into the meat. All right, that's a secret there. Now I'm gonna add some. A little bit of seasoning salt, and that's about it, folks. I'm going to show you. That's about it. Want to mix this up entirely. Just want to put some seasoning into this meat here. All right. Now I show you the next step. So simple, stew beef. All right, got the pan all came to a nice high temperature. At this point, want to throw in some oil, maybe about 4 tablespoons of oil, vegetable oil, canola oil, any oil you use is no big deal. And now you want to just coat this pan at the surface with this wonderful oil here. Now it's time to bring this oil up to a temperature, and then we're going to get that bad boy sugar inside. Want kind of a brownish sugar, so I'm going to kind of a golden browned meat with a sweet texture. All right, don't want it to be too sweet. I'm going to put the heat to medium high, and of course at this point I want to put the sugar in right now. Not too much sugar. Notice I haven't used too much sugar at this point because I don't want the sugar to be taking over the taste or the flavor of this stew. I just want to give it a sweet texture. Now I'm going to just let the sugar, don't be careful, you don't want it to burn. Just want it to froth up a little bit. Just want to get it frothing up a little bit here. Don't want to burn the sugar, you got to keep your eyes in it. Oh, this is so nice. Wonderful stewed beef when you're ready, folks. And now at this point, I'm going to give you some bad boy light here. At this point, folks, don't want to burn the sugar. It came up to a nice, beautiful froth. Now it's time to throw this bad boy beef. Nice. At medium heat, folks. At medium heat, I want to turn this up so that it will caramelize both sides with a kind of a sweetness of that brown sugar. All right? Nice and easy. I'm going to turn up this bad boy and let the sugar do its thing there now. Nice and easy. Oh yeah. Now we're going to let this, with the seasoning on that beef and the sugar, we're going to let everything come together. Man, you had smell-o-vision already. You will smell this bad boy. I'm going to cover this beef a little bit and let it kind of steam fry itself now into everything. Into that sugar and the sweetness. Just cover this bad boy for about, we'll give it 10 minutes tops. Alright, we got about 10 minutes into the process. Look at this. How delicious this stewed beef is coming up, folks. So we're going to let it kind of simmer down a little bit more. And then we're going to add all the ingredients. I'll show you how beautiful this stewed beef, fast, delicious dish. All right? For those that don't eat beef, if you're not a beef eater, you could make it the same way with chicken, any other meat that you love. All right. Cover this bad boy for another 10 minutes. Just checking it. So anxious and excited to check this beef, how it's coming up with that kind of a brown sugar texture and that seasoning. Look at it, folks. Oh man, you will lick your finger with any meat that you love. You could make it the same way, all right? Hey, make some fish the same way as Jim Boy's Kitchen showing you right now. And of course, it's a Guyana style stewed beef kicked up a notch by Jim Boy's Kitchen. Oh man, look at this, how beautiful it's coming up with that black pepper and that seasoning salt and the garlic powder. And then soon we're going to have that vegetables in. I'm going to show you, oh man, you're going to lick your finger with any kind of meat of your taste, all right? Whatever meat you prefer. You could also make it the same way with whatever meat you prefer. Look at this, folks. Oh man, delicious, delicious coming up. Guyana style stewed beef kicked up a notch by Jim Boy's Kitchen. Oh yeah. All right, been 15 minutes into the steam fried process. Look at it, steam fried. Okay, now get all the ingredients, all the bad boy ingredients inside. Now look at this, beautiful. Now with this gravy that's we are looking at right now, the liquid, the steam fried going on. We want to add all the vegetables in, nice and easy, with all that garlic and onion. Oh man, beautiful. Look at this. Stewed beef, fast and easy dish, folks. You will love it, all right? Guyana style stewed beef kicked up a notch by Jim Boy's Kitchen. Oh man, you make it my way, you love it. At this point now, we got that process. We put the vegetables now so that with the onion and so it could give it that flavor. In the meantime, it's still frying there. All right. So now we're gonna put this down here. Bam. Cover this again. And keep that baby in a notch. We're gonna let it steam fry for another 10 minutes. All right, with the vegetables. Then I show you the next step. Now look and see what's happening after 10 minutes. All the kind of a frothiness from the sugar has dissolved, and now everything is going to be inherited into this meat. Oh man, look at this delicious stewed beef. You make it my way, you'll love it. We are kind of a 60% into the process because we're going to let the beef boil a little bit more. But now, before we do that, time to add much more tasty ingredients. And now we're going to go into the bad boy once again. You know, folks, I love the texture of black pepper. It gives that spiciness with that nice, oh man, flavor. It's going to re-salt it, re-season. A little bit more garlic powder here. Oh man, garlic is good too, you know. And of course, at this point, you're going to put a little bit more salt. All right, not too much, just a little bit, and you taste as you go by. Now with that, folks, the secret here again is none other than, hey, remember what I did? The secret that will give you a nice texture. Oh man, put a little bit pinch of masala again. Don't want to put too much. We're not making masala beef. We're making delicious stewed beef with a kind of a masala texture with that sweetness. Oh man, you will love it. Stir this bad boy up. Stir it up in the pot. For all you beef lovers, nice dish for you. And of course, you could make it for non-beef lovers. Well, you could make it with chicken, any other delicious meat that you love, all right? All right, with that little bit of seasoning we put in there, well, we're going to put another secret ingredient at this point. Some say tomati, some say tomato, some say tomato. All right, well, it's all about the ketchup thing. Not a secret ingredients of Jim Boy's Kitchen. Balance the flavor from sweet and sour texture. All right, so now we're going to stir this bad boy up again. Stir it up, stir it up. Oh man, look at this, folks. Delicious stewed beef. Licking your finger already. Can you smell it there? Through your screen. All right, we're going to cover this bad boy up and let it do its thing a little bit more. Simmer down, then I show you the next step. Oh Man, bringing it down to a nice stir-fried texture here. Now look at that, how beautiful, folks. Oh man, how deliciously this beef is looking right now. I'm gonna turn this bad boy up. Oh man, look at this. Bring it down to a nice caramelized texture as the water has, the liquid has dissolved. So now we got the natural stir fry coming up now. Beautiful coming up right there. Now I gotta tell you something, folks. A little bit of information from Jim Boy's kitchen. All right. Now got me some. You have a choice, an option. You could put potato, but I love potato into this. Man, beautiful. You could leave out the potato if you don't like potato in this. But now I'm going to tell you this. A little tip here from Jim Boy's kitchen as we turn this bad boy up, all right? Oh man, look at this. Beautiful. Now we're going to add some liquid inside, some water, and let this bad boy kind of simmer down with the water, and it will help the meat to get tenderized a little bit more. This is lots of flavor here in this delicious stewed beef right now. And I must tell you, folks, in Guyana, especially South America, Guyana, cattle or beef has been raised. It's more popular to be raised in the quarantine area in Guyana. That's where. And now I'm going to tell you this: lots of Hindus live like the Indian culture lived in the quarantine area of Guyana. And of course, they have raised cattle for many, many years, sheep, goat, and all of that, cows, and so. But the biggest sale that took place, in Guyana area is Georgetown. All right. The more beef eaters was living in Georgetown, not in the quarantine area, because Hindu religion hardly ever eat beef. They don't really eat beef, but they raise that beef, they raise that cattle, they raise that cow, and they sell it out to the butchers. The butchers slaughter it, and hey, it's sold most part in Georgetown area, where different ethnic or different cultures live there. All right, different religion live in the Georgetown area, and so the beef is eaten more in volume in the Georgetown area, in Guyana, South America. In the quarantine area, once again, the beef or the cattle or the cow are raised by the Hindus, because hey, more grassy area and all of that wonderful good stuff. And then the cow is sold and butchered and slaughtered, whatever you call it, and goes straight to the Georgetown area, and it's eaten by more volume there. All right, hey, a little tip from Jim Boy's kitchen. Oh man, so now we're gonna add a little bad boy water in here, and we're gonna build some gravy. Because this bad boy could eat with the roti, you could eat with rice, hey, or give it to some drinkers to chase with it too. All right, the final touch on this stew beef here. Add some water to build that gravy. At the same time, it's going to help to tenderize the meat, because beef, needs a little bit more boiling than a regular beef, and goat especially are more tougher meat than, let's say, pork or chicken or any other meat. So this is perfect, all right? And now, at the same time, we're going to be building some nice, beautiful gravy here. Look at this, folks. Oh man, look at this. Now we're going to let this simmer down, cover it down, and let it go for another, hey, half an hour. And this stew beef going to be ready. Guyana style stew beef kicked up a notch by Jim Boy's kitchen. And now you got the information a little bit there of, hey, the volume of eaters of beef. Beef eaters are more in the Georgetown area because of the different cultures that live there. In the quarantine in Guyana, South America, most of the people there are kind of, I would say, Hindu, and of course, The Hindu religions, in many cases, do not eat beef. All right, it's religious purpose wise, and I kind of explained to you. They said the cow give milk. Why eating the meat? So. That's part of a little I would like to share, Jim Boy's Kitchen share with you here today during this wonderful stew beef. And of course, so now the cattle or the cow was raised more by the farmers in the quarantine area in South America. All right, so now you know, even though they raise the cattle or the cow in the quarantine area, beef are eaten less there in volume than the Georgetown area in South America, Guyana. Let's get this bad boy cooking for another 30 minutes. And with this, I could add a little bit more to you. The Christians lived in the quarantine area too. Christians do eat meat. That's why I mentioned the volume is more in the Georgetown area for the beef eaters. And now you got the Christians that eat meat. They eat beef, pork, chicken, all goat, everything. Except the unaware, the meat that many would not like. And of course, the Hindu doesn't eat beef, but they eat pork and all of that wonderful things. They eat chicken, goat, lamb, everything. And of course, the Muslim do not eat pork, but they do eat beef, like this one. Yeah, they eat beef and goat and lamb and all those wonderful things. So, every religion's carry its own differences, we would say, in these kind of selections of meat that they eat. Hey, that's a wonderful thing. Jim Boy's Kitchen. So, by the time the potato is fully boiled, this stewed beef will be ready. The beef will be in texture, a wonderful tenderized texture to eat also, and the potato is going to be ready. Oh man, this dish, look at that, folks. Wonderful stewed beef, kicked up a notch, Guyanese style stewed beef, kicked up a notch by, hey, the one and only Jim Boy's Kitchen. Oh yeah. Let's discuss some abbreviations. HCM or HMC. All right, HMC, Hindu, Muslim, Christian. How you feeling? Got some stew beef here. Well, it's a saying that once again the Hindu doesn't eat beef because they said beef comes from cow, and cow gives that milk. All right, so why eat in? They call it almost a goddess. Okay, that's the beef. All right, so Hindu, because of that, the tradition or the religion doesn't consume beef. The true Hindu, that is, I know some Hindus do eat beef. If I tell you that, Jim Boy's Kitchen. And of course, remember it's HMC, all right? That's a Hindu. So Hindu eat pork. Hindu eat pork. They said, man, pork is delicious. They eat it, but they don't eat beef because simply because the cow gives milk. All right, that's understandable. Now go to the Muslims. The Muslims do not eat pork because they said it's swine, it's the devil. Okay, haha. But guess what? The Muslims eat beef. They said, oh man, beef is delicious. Well, the Christian, it's HMC. The Christian says, you know what? Since both religions have their identity in what they eat, the Hindu doesn't eat beef, the Muslim doesn't eat pork, all right? But vice versa, they eat whatever the other one doesn't eat, okay? So the Christian said, you know what? Since they do that, I will eat both because both is good. So Christians... many Christians, majority of Christians, 99% of the Christians eat pork and beef. And they said, hey, let's make believe both are blessings. Right, stew beef. Not in, with all respect and honor to all religions. I love you guys so much. Jim Boy's Kitchen, just with a little explanation on the difference of the meals between the religions. Oh, yeah. We're going to let this bad boy cook down a little bit more for another 20 minutes, and then it's going to be ready, kicking in the stomach. Now, if anyone disagree with me or agree with me, let me know in the comment section below. All right, and I will acknowledge you very delightfulness like this delightful stewed beef. Now, give you a secret. This stew beef is ready to go. It's already ready, and deliciously done. Now, folks, many people tend to use flour to make a thicker gravy or a thicker roux, and of course, many people use this cornstarch to make a thicker gravy or a thicker roux. Well, I tell you the secret: when you have potato in a dish. Right, when you have potato, all you got to do, the potato itself will make a natural thick gravy. All you got to do is just mash up a few. Leave some for the texture of potato. Now, you're still going to have a texture of potato. Just kind of mash it up, and the potato itself will melt and becomes a very thick, natural gravy, all right? So you don't have to worry about it. You're going to have yourself a natural, solid gravy. Oh, man, look at this. How beautiful. Licking your finger through your screen. Well, you don't have to. Another simple tip from Jim Boy's Kitchen. Follow my way of cooking this dish, and of course, put all the ingredients to make it the same way I made it, and you could have the same for your taste, all right? Oh man, your entire family or your entire stomach will love this dish. For you, hey, beef eaters, of course.